trying to delay it a few minutes because my computer was giving me issues.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna try something else while you're doing all that.
All right, you do that. We're gonna do this. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is C Double, and I'm with the Lone Wolf Jerry Nims, and we are going to be talking about some stuff here today. We're going to be discussing some wrestling. Ladarius will be joining us in a good hot minute, and I'm also in the midst of trying to log into my computer. It was giving me some issues before I could even get in, so that's why I'm on my phone right now.
Try that real quick.
All right, let's see here.
Better.
Let's add that to the stage. All right, cool. So we're going to explain what we're doing, folks. So give us a second. All right, number one. Oh, and we got Ladarius in the house, so let's go ahead and add him to the stage. All right.
You don't have to add me yet. No, it's good.
Stop it. We're adding you.
I'm in catering. I'm eating the sandwich, for God's sake.
Sir, we add you because you are a vital part of this show. I have told you this. All right. So, last week we were not on. And obviously, if you did not know, over here in Winder, where I live, we had a shooting that went down at the Appalachia High School. Two students, two teachers were shot and killed. The suspect's been arrested. 9 are hurt or were taken to the hospital, and we're expected to make full recovery. And the community has been very strong in their outreach. What was it, Saturday? Me and quite a few volunteers got together. We did balloon bouquets. Jerry was one of them. And we were blowing up balloons and, for the kid Mason who passed. So if you are watching, and I'm letting you know because also one of the things Jerry has posted, and it's been going around, I'll be coming back to commentary, a part of a 3-man crew, apparently, and Jerry will actually be working the show, Battle for Barrow. Jerry, you want to give us a little info about it?
Okay, so again, this is a fully charitable show. Every proceed of this will go to the families affected by the shooting. I'm trying to find something really quick.
Okay.
You sent so much. There it is.
Yeah, I know.
So everybody that is on the flyer and a few others that are also going to be involved in coming to the show. Like I said, everything proceed-wise goes towards the families affected by this in the school. There's been several people, donating time. Like, we're not getting paid for this. This is a completely free show for us.
Yeah.
Like, none of the money is coming to us as the workers. Everything is going to the families and the school. Without giving everything away, I'll give a quick little rundown of some of the matches. We're going to have a battle royal to start the show off. Then later on in that night, you're going to have Jacob Ashworth versus Adrian Wright. You'll have Jamie Holmes and Chris Nelms against myself and Leatherface.
Yep.
You will have Curtis Coleman against CB Suave.
Yeah.
You're going to have Tim Miller versus Michael Solar versus Marcus Adams versus AJ Black. And then in the main event, you're going to have Hunter James against Chris Del Rey. For the Nerd U Championship Wrestling Heavyweight title, which this show is being put on by Nerd U itself. They are a comic book and kind of geeky store located in Commerce. And of course, across the top, you see some of the sponsors, as well as some of the shows affiliated. You got Game Central Station, which hosts a kind of like a gaming convention here in Georgia. I believe now they're hosting it at Georgia Square Mall. If I'm not wrong, I don't remember exactly where it's at now. But they did do a show in Winder last year, I believe. And then again, you're going to have people from Anarchy. You're going to have people from GCW, OSWA, Disruptor Wrestling, Nerd U itself. Like, there's people coming in from across the whole state.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, this is a completely beneficial show. Everything as it says, charity event for the Appalachia High School and the families affected. That is going to be on September 22nd at 3 p.m. Address right there on the flyer, 138 Park Avenue, Suite 100 in Winder. So come out, support, raise money for these families and these kids, and just have a good time.
Yep. And look, also today is September 11th. A lot of us remember what happened that day and how it actually affected a lot of us. And with that being said, we're going to do this show. We're going to have fun. We're going to cut up. But also, mark your calendars this coming Monday. I am going to try to get quite a few members or participants of the show. We're going to get them all in. Me, Jerry will be a part of it. Ladarius, if you want to join us, you can. But we're going to basically, this is more to kind of educate everybody of what we're actually doing and what the show's about, what like the sponsors and everyone that's going to be a part of it. So we're hoping, for a good turnout Monday to just kind of let everyone know what we're doing, part of the community. And yeah, this is one of these that has come together very quickly.
Yes.
Like a lot of stuff that have been happening with really everything. I mean, from like
in Prospect, the tragedy happened that day. I think 2 days later, this show was built and ready to, not fully ready to go, but it was an idea to put on, like, no more than 2 days later. And since then, we've just been steady building it, adding more people, like everything.
Yeah. And we've been not just adding people, but also just making sure that we develop the right crew for this. And that's what we've been talking about. And just making sure that everyone's a part of this. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me do this real quick.
Why he switches over. And I mean, a lot of people that know Winder as far as wrestling wise remembers the FWF days. So I mean, it's not the first time wrestling's been in Winder. It's been a long time since.
Yeah.
So this will be a nice comeback, essentially, as far as wrestling goes in Winder.
Oh yes, and that's really what we were talking about doing. Give me a second. I want to also invite any of the people I know Matt said he wanted to be a part of this. Like I said, I was rushing to get here, so I apologize.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so this has come quickly, and that's been the good thing. Like I said, having Jerry coming down to help us with the balloons and everything, and then one of the performers, Jamie Holmes, he came down. So it's very good when you can just be able to lean on your community, and we've all talked about it. When it hits your community, it hits differently.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and like for me, like, I'm not from Winder, but I've spent a good majority of my career there.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling in Winder. I mean, some of my first matches were in Winder.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've lived there a couple of times, but a good chunk of my early career is in that town.
Yeah, and honestly, that's where we've been talking about it. It's just trying to get people involved, and look, and like I say, even the venue got quickly taken to. So it was pretty awesome. So look, we are going to actually be putting this up at the end of the show. We'll talk more about it, and once I get a response, I'll let you know, and we'll bring the person in if they want to be a part of it. So without further ado, let me just take this down. And like I said, I'm not gonna.
Yep. No, you're good.
Yeah, and we'll bring it back. All right. So we had some interesting stuff here. We had some AW All Out. Now, All In, we all talked about how, the matches kind of went the way we expected. I will say this, for a show that was hurried through, and they had the matches that they booked, I got to say, was very good. The ones that they put the effort into. We're talking about the Pac and Ospreay match, awesome. MJF Garcia, awesome.
Yeah.
One of my favorite matches, I thought stole the show, Willow and Statlander.
I saw a clip or two of it. I didn't see, of course I saw the crazy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look, tax and a split. That's all you need to know.
Light too.
Yeah. And then, light too. So then we're going to talk about, look, they had the Bucks versus Claudio and Yuta. I can't get into the Bucks. I'm sorry. It's just they ever since the CM Punk thing, they have it has affected them for the worse.
Yeah.
Now, for the better, Jack Perry, who's developed this gimmick and everything with the eat crap look and everything, he just, magnifies his douchiness, and he actually pulls it off well. But, all right, now we're going to get into it, because the main event, or this was the main event, they said, because the cage match was non-sanctioned.
Yeah.
And, Jerry, we have a history of knowing about certain matches that have certain items involved. And how backlashes you get with it if I gotta keep talking in code.
I know.
Oh yeah. A certain idiot, as we know. But anyway, we'll discuss it. But Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, apparently gets turned on by Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
And Claudio does the uppercut, and you see Moxley pull out in a plastic bag and try to suffocate the man.
Yeah, my thing with that is they've got Moxley doing this thing now, and I get technically he's still part of the Blackpool Combat Club, but to a new fan, you wouldn't know that because you never see him with them. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna go into it because last few weeks, he's been kind of distant, so it kind of gets into it. But then the main event, it was a non-sanctioned match, and this means something so people understand. Non-sanctioned cage match. The man burnt down Swerve's childhood home. Before we get mad at Adam Page, let's also remember there were a few people yelling, "You deserve it" to Swerve because he broke into Adam Page's house. Right. So, okay, I think one at least.
Yeah.
Look, I know some people that have broken into someone's house, and it's never been that kind of weird. But no, I'm not pointing any fingers. To say I would never point any fingers to people that would break into someone's house for no reason. I mean, I would never do that at all. So, with that being said, I kind of we talked about this match. They did everything. Like this was a blood feud that meant a blood feud, and they crossed every line you wanted to. I get it, trying to decapitate each other, trying to kill each other in the cage, having a stick from the burnt house, which is very classy, by the way. I really was impressed with that. But the thing, like I said, we have some issues.
Yeah,
but it's like this. Cinder blocks, light tubes, I get it.
Oof.
But when you pulled out the syringe,
yeah.
In one part is clever, but for us,
my biggest thing with
Go ahead.
that is it's a syringe, yes. It's done right. It's done safely. Not as big as a deal.
yeah.
But what got me with the whole syringe thing was after the syringe.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
Oh, that's coming up because that was how they ended.
But before we go there,
yeah,
on the syringe thing, so he not only got heat from fans, he got heat from deathmatch wrestlers for doing that spot. Thumbtack Jack went out and said something about it because he actually did the spot with DJ Hyde years ago in CZW.
Okay.
And basically was just saying, it's common courtesy to ask somebody before you do their spot. And and part of me gets that, but part of me also don't, because you have guys using needles all the time in deathmatch wrestling.
Gotcha.
And not only that, it's no different than me pulling out a thing of skewers and sticking somebody in the head, even though Masada done it first.
Yeah.
Nothing you do in wrestling is one person.
It's yours. Yeah.
That's like saying that a super kick is only for the Young Bucks. Everybody does a super kick. Shawn Michaels did the super kick way before the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, and the chair shot was sickening. And again,
that's what got me with the syringe, because it was still in his mouth.
Oh.
And all I saw was that chair catching it and breaking.
Oh, I get it. All right. First of all, my view real quick, and then we're going to go to Ladarius because I got to hear him on his thoughts on this. Oh, no, I need to. We're talking about. All right. Truth be told, Ladarius, I want you to hear this. Me and Jerry understand this because we were a part of something.
Yeah, I've seen this firsthand.
Yeah. And we told the person, don't do it if you're not going to stand up to it. And
he did it, jerked, and the needle broke off in his mouth.
Yep. And not just that, he wanted the people to be, holy crap. He just wanted that chant in his match.
And then he decided it was a good idea to take a light tube to the forehead and jump on that too and slice himself open.
Yeah. And then he wondered why he was black flagged by everybody because
before the incident.
Yeah. And anyway, so yes, we've had to deal with stuff and we've told that person, don't do it. You don't want to do it. Now, I'm going to say this for AEW. It was a pay-per-view, so meaning you had to pay to watch it.
Yeah.
This was, and they said non-sanctioned cage match. So you knew right there, they're not sanctioning this. This is a cage match. These two hate each other. And if you've seen their matches, you know they're going to bring something.
I mean, Jesus Christ, the last time they wrestled, Adam Page drank his blood.
Exactly. Okay. So, right there should tell you what to expect. All right. So, but yeah, I don't have a problem with the violence.
No.
Or the way this match was executed. I don't have a problem with this because it wasn't done on free TV. If it was done on free TV, I'd be bitching about it.
Yeah.
But because you did it on pay-per-view, and credit to AEW, I don't say this much, but I'm going to say it this time. They actually pulled the video of Bryant getting suffocated with the bag.
Yeah.
That made me go, okay, that's good. Thank God someone has some stuff. Ladarius, I want you to speak because now I got to bring in this guy to come on in too. Whenever PJ comes out. Come on out, PJ, when you can. All right. Go ahead, Ladarius. You're also on mute, so you need to unmute yourself.
He's good. He unmuted himself.
Yeah,
cool.
I muted him.
Y'all
Cool.
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you, PJ.
If you want PJ to go first, and I'll go after that, that's fine too.
Now, Ladarius, you go first.
Yeah, come on, Ladarius. We want to hear you. You are the chosen one.
You are the voice of the. Well,
I wouldn't say voiceless. No,
say voiceless, but
because but we want to hear your take. Come on.
Too bad I went to commercial. No, no. I guess I'll just start with the whole. I guess with the Adam Page and the. I'll start there.
Yeah.
And to my whole thing is this, like, CW, you made a good point. Had this been on free television, I'd understand the outrage and the vitriol. But people would have had to pay to see it. That's number one. I give credit to AEW for understanding, like, there's a line. There's whether we want to believe it or not, there's always a line. And when you bring up, and I'm shifting around between that and then what happened to Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
So there's always a line, but the thing is, I think the biggest takeaway is that had this been on, like, if we were watching this on like TBS, and we were watching this, just flipping through our channels watching it, the outrage would be through the roof. But because of the fact that we had the choice to pay $50, I think is how much it was.
Yeah, it was like $49.99.
Yeah.
So we had a choice. Like, we chose, if you didn't want to watch it, cool. If you want to watch it, that's great too. But what I always will say is, and then you guys talked about spots and permission. Like, here's the thing. I remember with the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
When I can't remember off the top of my head for his spot where he walked across the top rope.
Yeah,
old school.
I forgot. So old school. Yeah, I was getting to the. Well, it's a long day, but
we got you.
But I could remember the wrestler who sought permission and didn't have. To me, all in all, it just seems like a lot of moving parts going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But my biggest thing is that when you put a bag over another human's head, like,
go ahead. I'm waiting for this one. Yeah.
Like, like, sweet Jesus, there's a line. I don't know what message you're trying to send. We could have. Is it on the level of Randy Orton setting, people on fire? By the way, Randy Orton yet to be arrested for that. But anyway, yeah.
Only in wrestling.
Oh my God.
Only in wrestling. Only in wrestling. I swear, it's like somebody could just break in somebody's house, and I swear, nothing happens.
Yeah.
One time.
Once is more than enough. Once is all it takes.
Look, it was my brother's house, okay?
To be fair, it's not my. Yeah.
Well, Your Honor, it was my family's house.
That's almost like a sibling fight, and the judge just looks and goes, "Oh, you're good.
You're good." Like, wait, what? Huh? So basically, you're saying if I take a bat to my brother's car, I don't go to jail? That doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I feel like I get cuffed. I'm just saying. He's my brother. The law doesn't talk about that. CW Jerry lied to me. Don't start that. I want my bail posted by. But like I say, it just feels like AEW. It feels like they tried to go. They tried to match it. They tried to go over the top.
Mm-hmm.
More WWE to a degree tried to do that, but I don't want to say they toned it down or not. That's for a matter of public opinion. But overall, between the bag over someone's head, between setting a house on fire, and then the fact that people said that was fun. So robbery, burglary, okay, we're breaking, entering. That's equivalent to setting your house on fire. That's like basically saying if somebody just accidentally bumped into you, that's like you taking a baseball bat and pulling a Tanya Harding. That's the equivalent. That's the extreme. Like, does it make sense? No. But
are you developing a story? Sorry, I had to say it. Keep going.
I know you did. I know you legally had to say it, but you didn't have to say it.
No. I couldn't help myself.
That's double nuggets in the contract. Now the point. But like I say, overall, between those two specific moments.
Yeah.
Like I said, thank God it was on paper. On pay-per-view and not on free, because the outrage would have been.
Oh, they would have lost their TV deal.
Yeah, whatever remnants of a TV they had would have been gone within 12 hours.
Then again, NWA was on a pay-per-view that day, and they lost their TV deal too.
Yeah, because they did a cocaine spot, for God's sakes.
Everyone's having a good time. What is that?
Anyway,
PJ, I'm glad you're here. We're going to bring you in here.
Yeah, take it away, PJ. I'm done.
Yeah. Real quick though, the plastic bag over Bryant's head. I swear, if I find out Daniel Bryant looked at Mox and said, "Hey, I want you to do this. My kids are in the front row. Can you do it and make sure you're pointing at them next time?" He needs help. He needs more than Jesus. He needs to go to a psychologist. And Tony Khan, Mr. Snowman, he needs to not let Daniel Bryan have what he wants.
My brother busted me open in front of my kids.
Okay, you two, but you and your brother kind of have some weird issues you guys got to work out.
Breaking and entering, I feel that Jesus and Dr. Phil is like, we're not touching this.
Jerry Jones has been called to do this, or Jerry Springer has been called to cover this, and he even said, this may be out of my league.
Well,
that might be a guest comment or a TV show I need to do a segment on with Jerry and just Chris. All right. All right, PJ. We're coming back to this. We were talking about it earlier, about the Battle for Barrow. I know you're a part of it. So let's get if you want to give your takes also about AEW, you sure can, and we could talk about the charity show.
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. So, Battle for Barrow, it means a lot, especially after the tragic event that happened, at least, I think, 7 days ago.
Yes, sir.
I did go to the school, and I graduated from there in 2017.
Okay.
Because I know a few people out of there, Hunter James, Chris Del Rey, Curtis Coleman, who actually trained me, and Jamie also. But with Battle for Barrow, it means something, especially for being in Winder. I love it that's in Winder. It was doing something to give back for the people that was in pain and everything.
Go ahead.
But also with that spot, that bag over Brian Daniels, another thing. Mox was gone for 2 months after he lost his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And then reappears saying, "This is not saying to Tony Khan, this is not your company no more."
Yep.
Moxley is insane.
Well, I mean.
And then, if y'all noticed, did you see the way Pac held back Wheeler Yuta?
Oh, that was beautiful. That part I loved, by the way. That was one of my favorite parts.
Yuta was in tears over
there. That was one of those you go, oh my God, this is getting real and fast. And he was definitely crying. It was one of those. And but yeah, man. And if you would like to, by the way, PJ, if you'd like to stay and keep talking with us, we're just going to discuss what's been going on in wrestling and talk about what happened on Raw and SmackDown. But even though SmackDown really didn't give us much.
The bloodline is getting out of control. I'll tell you that much.
What now?
The bloodline with Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, those three with Solo Sikoa, that bloodline is out of control.
Oh yeah,
and they've been called Timu Bloodline by some fans.
Yeah,
they are Timu. Look, they can be called Timu Bloodline until Jacob Fatu shows up, and then apparently they just become Ultra Thanos all of a sudden.
Wow.
You don't know where Jacob Fatu's gonna pop up at.
Oh, and I love it about him. He is
What's
so
up, Matt?
All right, we got Matt in the chat. What's up, Matt? I believe Matt's one of the guys also.
Yeah, he's a ref.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's the head GCW ref as well as he's going to be reffing for this show.
Awesome. And like I said, I'll be providing the commentary. That'll be fun because I ain't done it in a few years. So, we'll have fun. I always like doing that. All right, guys. So AEW, they always like to do this to us. And by the way, David
Dave?
Thomas, thank you.
I believe that's Slim.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, hit the like button, share it if you want, please, because we're obviously talking to PJ, who's part of the Battle for Barrow, and we're also definitely talking about that as well as wrestling.
Some people may not know me as myself. I go by Chaos sometimes.
Okay. See, sorry, I didn't mean to bring your government name. I just keep reading on the bottom. See, if I saw Chaos, I would have hooked you up. But yeah, I'm a man that always goes by, no government name. But, All right. So look, AEW has their. Oh, you're shaking your head with disapproval. I know. All right. AEW has a lot of the rumors, especially about this Shockwave show. Apparently might be going on to Fox or FSN or even Tubi. Yeah, an hour show. I don't know much about it, but here's the deal. If they could do it, go for it because God knows you want to. But here's the thing. Got to get rid of Rampage. Got to.
It can't be no worse than Speed.
I mean, I would actually like if they did do a Speed thing and put Ricochet on it and Ospreay goes, look, I know you have it in you to dominate this. He's like, you jerk. He told me that I shouldn't be doing this.
Look, I'm just ready to see him and Ospreay hit it up again.
Man, you know that Tony Khan's going to do it tomorrow the way he's going. He can't hold himself. He's in the back. I can't wait to do this match. It's like, dude, wait till a big event.
Yeah, do it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, make it worth something. All right. I'm trying to find AEW's lineup tonight because I saw some of it. And first of all, homegirl Mariah May. First of all, she's hot and she's awesome. I do like her. But we have a problem. We're already putting her in job matches because now she's going to go against Queen Aminata. And this is the first time she's ever been on Dynamite. But she's been on Collision, Rampage.
But didn't Mariah just work her?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
And beat her?
That's what I thought. Hold on. You notice there's a trend here, Tony. That's what I thought.
Oh, my Jesus.
We're going to get Ricochet versus Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
Leo Rush versus Jerry Jr. Jack Perry. I don't know, man. You guys kind of look alike, man. I'm just saying.
I went from being Sami Zayn. I went from
can Sammy not go without injuring somebody? That's my question.
Yeah, exactly.
I went from being Sami Zayn to Buddy Murphy. Now I'm fucking Jack
Look.
Perry.
You're downgrading this man. What is wrong with you?
To be fair, I don't think Luke Perry's just. Hold on.
We're going to a nice fancy restaurant, and then you take this man to some dive bar on the end of the. What are you doing?
Hold on. First of all, to be fair, if I took this man to a dive bar, the first thing he's asking for is chicken tendies. So let's not say this man
a shot.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's wrong with that? Now you're being.
No, I'm not, because I'm also the same one doing the same thing. So there you go. So, and the other thing, I believe Luke Perry ain't the daddy. I believe Jerry's the daddy because I've been seeing some of the faces Jack's been doing. It really kind of looks similar to Jerry. There's times I've noticed.
Maury's retired. Don't bring that man out of retirement and do it. Yeah,
we might need to. I'm just saying.
If the money's right. Listen, Maury, listen.
Hey,
I'll
look.
be there. Yeah, that CWI. Don't worry.
I'll be there. Hold on. If we could get more viewers and we could get more subscribers, I would be up for that. All right.
Then you got to wear a suit, and then you got to be the.
I'll find a suit. Yeah. I'll wear a suit too small just to do it. All right.
He's gonna pull a Chris Farley. Is what he's gonna do.
I whisked down the river. But tag team gauntlet match. Oh God.
They have
I swear to God. Yeah, no, they only got 3 or 4.
Wow, so they claim can have another title shot?
either Acclaim or FTR, so they can have the battle of non-sanctioned lights out bunkhouse dog collar match, and so Dax can get on the microphone and tell him how much he loves this business, and then try to tell everyone how he's not related to Foghorn Leghorn.
Dog collar matches. What about the Briscoes and FTR for the Ring of Honor tag title?
Oh, now that was good. That was good. I love that series of matches. But then when Dax went into this, Barney style, where he's loving on AEW so much, I mean, look, I get it.
Anything with the Briscoes, whether it's fucking NAW or NWA Wildside to Anarchy to this.
Yeah, and by the way, John Moxley is supposed to be live, so I'm looking forward to just that because
John Moxley with a live mic in his hand.
Yep.
Again.
And I'm telling y'all, I really am praying somehow this doesn't connect to Shane McMahon, but I feel like it is.
I smell a McMahon from a mile away.
Yeah, same here. And that's not a good thing. I mean, Jesus Christ. Help us, Lord Jesus. All right, so I'm trying to also get to my other stuff here. I had it set up here. So, yeah, SmackDown, we had, look, AEW, those are what's going on. Mariah May had such a good feud going with Tony. But now it's like, okay, what do we do? I don't know. Let's act like she's going to strip, but she really won't.
Yeah. What are we in the attitude era?
We stabbed a man with a syringe. We put a plastic bag over somebody. Now we just need to feed a dog to somebody now.
Oh, my God.
You ate your dog house now. Oh, my God. Yeah. And yes, I will say stuff to make someone go, oh, my God.
Speaking of dogs, did you see the video I sent you of Larry getting his own action figure?
I did not see that.
The dog is getting his own action figure.
How much? Half off?
I don't know.
And now, is it the AEW Larry figure or is it the WWE figure?
It's one of those like He-Man style action figures, but it's the dog.
CM Punk riding on Larry. Oh my God, that just sounded really bad. Just off the tip. Look, Lord help us. That's just wrong. Anyway, Solo Sikoa is gonna go against Cody in a cage match. That was on SmackDown. SmackDown finally is going to USA. Let's hope we can get some compelling stuff on SmackDown. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's hope we don't get blackouts.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens gets beat by Waller in Theory. I still don't understand why we're doing that. And then, like I said, really the show itself, it's when Roman's not there, it's hard to just get into like full, throttle.
I didn't see it. So.
Yeah. But
he did lose his dad and his uncle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, and look, I'm not going to complain if he's going because of that. If he's not there, no big deal. I get it. And all of that, you've done everything you want. You can pretty much say what you want to do.
Roman wasn't at SmackDown Friday?
Not this past Friday, but next Friday or this coming Friday, he'll be there.
I saw a video of him and Jimmy coming out together. Maybe that was an old video. I don't know.
Probably was an old video.
I think it may have been one of those videos that they snip together and make it look like.
Yeah. All I know is if you've seen the newest cartoon video where Jacob Fatu is killing everybody, even the video game characters, that is some funny stuff. I was dying.
I've seen that.
Vegeta and then took out Goku. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And then he takes out Kratos, which hurt my heart. Really, it really did because I like Kratos. Kratos is my guy. He has that Triple H look for some reason. All right. So
Fatu is like built like a freaking werewolf, pun intended.
Yeah.
A lone wolf.
Man, and all right, on NXT, not just Fatu was there, not just Julia. We had freaking Hammerstone show up to face Oba.
Yep.
And
all I'm thinking is Fatu and Hammerstone.
Yep, same here. Just the whole time. I couldn't stop thinking. Yes, or made it like they left the buildings at different times, but come on, man. Could you have at least given us one spot with those two? I mean, man, it was awesome to see Hammerstone. And then when I realized, wait a minute, Jacob Fatu just, oh, man. I mean, MLW, you got to see some of their stuff. They had some great stuff.
All we're missing now is
I've actually studied a couple of Hammerstone matches, too.
I know. Hammerstone's awesome. I like Hammerstone. Yeah.
For Jacob Fatu to move a man his size.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything from Cruel, PJ?
A couple times.
Him and Fatu together. Oof.
Oh God.
I
didn't know Cruel worked. I didn't know Cruel worked Fatu.
Yeah, and MLW worked him a couple times. They did like a year worth storyline with each other.
Cruel's good. I mean, we know him.
The group that Matt was running, or the group that Jacob was running, he took it from Jacob.
Okay.
Matt had
and Minoru Suzuki, I think that's his name. I think he's the leader, or it might be Cruel that might be the leader of Contra.
Yeah. Cortana, or whatever the fuck it's called.
All right, now Jerry, I know you weren't a big fan of Tessitor, but look, I am loving Monday Night Raw's commentary. I mean, I don't get to hear my headaches. I don't get to, be agitated throughout the whole broadcast.
He did a little better this week.
Well, yes. Well, look. Wade Barrett is doing amazing work. I mean, and any day I don't have to hear Pat McAfee and Nick Saban has to look like he's going to murder him is a good day in my book. I mean, and by the way, guys, look it up. They have to have a counter of Nick Saban's dirty looks to McAfee when McAfee's doing his over-the-topness. It's beautiful. It really is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious. Someone's like, man, this man's ready to go off. All right. So we'll talk about Monday Night Raw, the Wyatt Six versus American Made. And look, 8-man tag. And we had the women involved. And we got to hear Nikki Cross's name. Yeah. So I was all for this. Guys, what did you think? I'll give you my opinions. We're going to start with PJ, then Ladarius and Jerry. Go.
Okay, so for the street fight, I swear it's something else to see a street fight, especially with Rowan in there in the mix. For a man his size to move that fast.
Oh, Lord.
It was a picture perfect match right there in my book.
I love seeing all of them work together. What about you, Ladarius?
Well, I enjoyed the match. What I was more, to PJ's point, is with Rowan, but I looked at Joe Gacy, and I think a lot of people just sleep on how good when he did that. When he I'm like,
oh yes,
it's like this, I was like there's some things you can teach, and there's some things you can't teach, and that's one of those things you absolutely cannot teach. I don't care what teacher you are on the planet. What Joe Gacy did, given his size, all impressive. And then the fact that they got Nikki Cross involved with. Listen, I like Nikki Cross a lot. I think she sometimes gets kind of lost in the shuffle. Sometimes, sometimes like the superhero character she did, which wasn't
that one was not the best. That was not the best character for her.
Not her best work, but man, she did everything she could to make it work.
Yeah. And I think I don't know if it was her idea or something, or I don't know how it came, but she, like I say, she always works well with what she has to work with, which is with most with all wrestling, just work with what you can do. And listen, every time I think of I try to say American Make, I think of American Male, so I.
Oh my God! I'm not the only one. Thank God.
Because I'm like, is Tessitor going to say American Males? I'm like, if he screws that up, they got to play the song. Like that's legally required.
Yes.
And where's Buff? Oh, he's not coming in this.
Because I thought he was going over there for a second. Who it was?
He's like shows up behind the. He has like white powder as he's flexing behind Joe Tessitore.
He's under the ring. He comes from behind. Where'd you come from?
Wait, with a stupid hat.
He couldn't get under the ring to get to hide. Buff can barely fucking walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. I know. I saw him. Oh. But yeah, sorry.
But that's the show for this time of the hour. We'll be right back with your weather and news. but to kind of put a bow on it,
yeah,
a lot of folks not liking the, people say, oh, why the, just kind of see, like I talked about this, to see them like to be, I think I talked about this, to, kind of give them a human, because, the team itself, people may like, oh, it's kind of abnormal, but it feels normal.
Yeah.
There's a sense of normalcy, we're seeing Joe Gacy, we're seeing Eric Rowan, we're seeing Dexter Lumis, we're seeing Bo, we're seeing, and I think that's what makes me even more, makes me like this team, because it feels like a sense of connection.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So, and that's why, and listen, that match was great. And the fact that, listen, they got Nikki Cross involved, that makes it even much better, because now curious to see how they kind of move on, how she's used moving forward with the Y6 moving forward. When we see her in some matches as well, some singles matches as well.
Right. Yeah, and like you said, to your point, them getting Nikki involved, that's the first time she's had a match in a while.
Yes.
575 days to be exact.
There you go.
Dang.
But not only that,
counter.
Not only that, you got to see Ivy now go out and actually show people that she can do this.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it gives you more of a human side to them, because it showed you that they can feel pain. They can take an ass whooping. They can give it right back too.
Yeah.
And and Eric moving the way he moved, he's always moved good for a big guy, but this was like some of his best movement that I've seen.
Yeah.
And and Joe's always been good, like as far as movement and doing, stuff. Even in CZW, he was good. And then Dexter, of course, Dexter being Dexter. Dexter's great.
No, it's thought of something that Joe Gacy and Leo Rush did in CZW.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I thought that match did what it was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It showed them that, you can see the human side of them. You can see them take an ass whooping. You can also see them be dominant.
Yeah.
And whoop some ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think it boosted Chad and the Creeds and Ivy.
Yeah.
They know how to sell Sister Abigail.
God damn. Especially Chad.
Chad, yeah. I thought old dude hurt himself. Because like he fucking ate that shit like nose first. Like I was like, ooh.
He wanted to be committed to it. All right. American Maids, because I'm not going to say the word because I don't want the song on this show. I not because of copyright issues, just so I don't tick off Eric Bischoff, because I know that poor man has to go. When they played that, he goes, I'm mad that you had to bring that up. Cannot get that song out of my head. But oh my God. But yeah, so all I got to say is I love this match. Anytime we get to hear the full entrance of, the Wyatts, I love it. And then when they take the mask off, I loved how the guys were up there. Ivy comes and just beeline. Nikki just goes straight like she's done before.
Yeah,
that
was sanity.
Oh, I know, and that was so beautiful to see, because that's the Nikki Cross I miss.
Yeah.
And Ivy's good. But how many of y'all can say they've seen someone pick up the barricade and throw it at people?
Ivy taking that fucking hanging neck
yes.
on the pile of chairs and shit. Ugh.
And by the way, Joe, you can tell he's working at, getting, better at calling some of these matches. But when it comes to some chaos stuff, Joe's good at this, man. He gets into it. I mean, especially when Wade's like, "You got into the football helmets," and he goes, "No, don't have them here."
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize that Joe comes from a death match background.
Yeah,
he's done them.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things you don't know. But that guy, I mean, he's going to get he's only going to get better as he's working. So yeah, I love that the heels were in their street fight gear, aka jeans, aka shoes, and your tank tops.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
I mean, Jerry, they literally took your gear, man. They saw what you wear. They were like, "We're gonna do this American style."
I kind of went more New Jack now. Like I wear but I still wear the white cut off sleeve shirts.
But yeah, and then the Gable angle slam, that was just crazy. And by the way, Gable, thank you for the liftoff that you gave Nikki, because my God, I thought you were going to be ejected out of the ring the way you gave. She gave that bad boy German, and I mean, I get trying to work for somebody.
I thought he was going out of the ring.
Oh, I did too. All right. So I'm glad for them. Now, I do hope that they do something for the Creeds and something for Gable. I don't know about y'all, but I would like to see them get maybe moved to SmackDown somehow and have Chad end up getting the U.S. title and maybe tag titles somehow get on the Creeds. But that's just my thought, because I just really like to see these guys the way they're working. And even though that would really make it tough for Ivy to have to compete against Nia or Tiffany, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. All right, so this was kind of confusing. Finn comes out and he's like, "I need to address some things," and I'm going, "Didn't you do this promo a few weeks ago? I mean, not trying to tell you can't do it, but yo, bro, we got 3 hours to kill." By the way, they announced it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we have the Drew McIntyre sounder where we go, we prayed for this and it happened. After Hell in a Cell, Raw's going to 2 hours. Finally.
Again, I figured they would wait off until the beginning of the year. But
finally.
And SmackDown goes to 3.
I mean, Look. I mean, it probably could happen that way, but no. I mean, look. Obviously, this is happening between the dead period where Raw was basically stuck on USA, and till the Netflix. So they said, "All right, but you got to be 2 hours." So
yeah,
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, but we'll see. I mean, I'm going to enjoy it for now, but yeah. But so Finn Balor calls out Damian Priest. And they finally, it was announced that we got Rhea versus Liv in the Judgment Day, or for the women's title, almost called the Women's Judgment Day title. And then we got, might as well, yeah. And then we got Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, and this is going to be all at Bad Blood. So, What's your thoughts about that? I mean, we already know they got a beat down and everything, and Mr. Yeet Master showed up.
Kind of mad.
Hold on. And by the way, Rikishi's going to have a word with you, Jay. Stop helping Rhea. He doesn't approve.
Kind of mad that I can't go to Atlanta. Kind of mad I can't go to Atlanta and see that match.
Yeah, me too.
Not gonna lie.
Yep, me too.
But it is what it is, I reckon.
Yep. What about you, Ladarius?
Yep. Everyone said yep, so I just said yep too. So.
Yep.
Yo. Hey yo.
All right, what about you, PJ?
We got Rhea and Liv for the Women's World Championship. Finn and Priest for over there, Bad Blood. What about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell?
Oh, we gonna talk about that. Don't worry. Yeah, but we had to talk about this. This hot blazing women's tag team match. All right,
I'm just saying the last Hell in a Cell that Punk was in Atlanta.
Really? It was with Ryback.
Yep.
I was supposed to go to that show.
I was
gave
there.
my ticket, and I gave my ticket to somebody because I was sick.
was there.
I forgot all about that match.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
A lot of us wish we could.
Worst fucking Hell in a Cell match I've ever seen.
All right. So, quick nod to Jade and Bianca won their tag team titles back at the pay-per-view, defended it against Isla and Alba. Thank God, by the way, Kairi Sane is okay.
Yeah.
But my God, the promo where Io was talking to them, and you just see Kairi doing like, girl, you are still concussed. Go to the back. Go see treatment.
I'm sorry. That little girl is fucking tough as nails.
Whew. She is. She's awesome.
And I know a lot of that comes from the way they train them girls in Japan, but God.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is a lesson on how to really be a heel. That's what really this next segment was about. Because first of all, we see Bret Hart. Now, also, when announcing that there's tickets available to Survivor Series, and this isn't on Testator, but yeah, Triple H, come on now. Calgary to Vancouver is about 600 miles apart. They're not going to buy tickets on Friday. That reaction was hilarious. Thank God for Wade Barrett going, well, Bret, let's talk. But
yeah,
I caught that and I was dying, and so it's like, do they not like Vancouver? I'm like, well, let's see, Calgary Flames, Vancouver Canucks. They probably don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too.
Mm-hmm. But oh my God, I died laughing. Now, so Bret Hart's there. He says his piece. Everyone, and look, by the way, Bret, I love you, man. I mean, first of all, he's old, man. I mean, he was sick. But here's the thing, though. That man loves chocolate, and God bless him for that. Okay? Because that's a pretty good thing to do, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
You put an S in front of Hitman, and you got what I think of Bret Hart.
Nah, you know you don't mean that.
Oh my God!
All right, Gunther.
Wait, that Goldberg behind you? What are you doing?
No,
that's your hero.
We don't need Stone Cold in here. We don't need Stone Cold in here.
Oh God, that's ice cold, Jerry Nams.
I've never liked Bret Hart.
Oh, come on.
Owen was the better Hart.
Okay, well that's not saying much. I think Bret says the same thing. Yeah,
but don't diss he's a Canadian hero.
Yeah, for God's sakes. You know what? You're not going to go next. Anyway,
You know what?
I'll go make my own show. Damn it!
It's the Jerry Nams hour.
Do what you need to do. You see Jerry play this game. Yeah. So yeah, what I was going to say was,
games.
Shut up! I'm trying to tell y'all what I think. Hold on, I want to get this little thing. Fuck! Come on!
Oh man!
What, baby? What do you need me to do? Oh yeah, I'll go. Oh yeah, I'll shut this off. Yeah, no problem.
I can't pause this.
I love messing with you. Anyway, Gunther comes out, and the ultimate definition of "I died a little bit inside" is when Gunther said, "You're like my hero. You're like my favorite, second favorite of all time, first favorite, Bill Goldberg."
That crowd.
Yeah, crowd. And then you just saw the smirk on Bret's face, and I'm dying. I haven't laughed that hard.
I caught that.
Oh, I was laughing too.
Oh.
I had to explain to Shauna.
Yeah, I died. I'm like, and someone's like, why did you say Sean? I'm like, nah, Goldberg's better. You had to go there.
I was expecting.
If he would have said Sean, that whole crowd would have given him so much heat.
Not really, because he's Mr. NXT now, and and like Bret,
expecting Sean just for the simple fact of the Montreal screw job, but I didn't even think about Goldberg.
And that's
when
why
I heard it, I died.
Yes, Goldberg at the one super kick, then concussed Bret Hart.
Oh,
Look,
and Gunther has that I'm a smug prick look, and he just
all I'm saying is the concussions never stopped me from wrestling.
Hey, wait, is that the post?
Whoa! God dang, Lone Wolf, easy there, brother.
Calm down.
Yeah, man. I mean, Oh, hey, Jerry. Jerry. A little fun joke. Hold on, PJ. A little fun joke. Chaos there. Jerry showed that backdrop to one of our co-hosts at one time, and Ron looked. He's like, "Are you sick? Why would you do that?"
That was courtesy of a handsaw to my face.
Yeah, and we're still surprised that your girl didn't kill you, but
I'm surprised she didn't kill him.
That too, but
I mean,
you're like Brian.
She did tear through the locker room and threaten a couple of security guards.
Look, first of all, you are like Bryan Danielson. You'll do some sick stuff, but you won't tell your woman what you're doing.
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
This is what's sad when you know somebody so well. I'm just like going, and I know she'll look at me. Do you know he's going to do that? Nope, did not know. He doesn't tell me nothing. But all right, Sami Zayn comes out in a Calgary Flames jersey. Good on you, mate.
Cheap Pop.
Now, or cheap pop. Hey, you go to Mick Foley for those things, man. But he wants the rematch, and Brett just said, I'm proud to be the Canadian champion and never, turn down a championship match. And I'm going, all right, there's something to it. And then, of course, Gunther being the smug heel. And Sammy just going all in and, be like, people need to watch this man's films. I'm like, all right. And I'm going, yeah, they probably do that in NXT. And I'm like, man, that'd be kind of weird with Shawn Michaels. Yeah, watch Bret Hart. Yeah, especially the one time I screwed him over. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do that. But, well, I might do that to y'all. But just so you know, I can't physically do it anymore. All right. But, yeah, guys, are we going to be able to get – because, first of all, Raw's shaping up. If they did Bad Blood brought to you by Raw, I would not be mad because they got 5 matches just on the card alone. But Gunther, Sammy, rematch for the world title. What do y'all think? Let's go to Jerry and then around the horn.
I mean, look what they did with the IC match. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt it's going to be good. Again, though, with Sammy, it's like that underdog thing, kind of like with Ray.
Yeah.
How Ray was that underdog and he did it. Which, Sammy technically did it with the IC, but I don't think he's going to get the heavyweight title right now.
No. He just got the belt. I wouldn't expect that to happen. All right, what say you, Ladarius?
We'll be right back. No. What I will I think to Jerry's point, I think the underdog story still has some tracks. But listen, it's going to be a great match. If we saw what they've done before, like the body of work, it's going to be a great match. And then to kind of go back to the point, that's why that promo by Gunther, with Bret Hart, that was just a pure masterclass all the way around, because that's a little. If you didn't believe that Gunther was a heel, like if you're like, I'm not too sure. No, my guy went fourth and goal at the 1 yard. This guy's, we're not throwing the ball. He ran right up the middle. And if you want a whole crowd of people to hate you, Gunther checks the box. And that's what makes, and I argue and make the case that kind of helps this match, this go around now with Sammy.
What's up, Dippy? As
well. So I think what the stuff with Brett, I think that to me enhances what we're going to see between Gunther and Sammy. So I don't think, I don't want to predict too far ahead, but I think it's going to be a great match. I think Gunther retains, but Sammy's going to deliver. and it's gonna be great stuff.
Yeah, I got to tell you, when it comes to, oh, sorry, go ahead, my brother. I didn't mean to do that. Go ahead, PJ.
Okay, it was Gunther and Sammy. Yeah, there needs to be a rematch. Like, yeah, the build up to WrestleMania 40 for the Intercontinental Championship. Sammy came in as the underdog, ended his historic 666 day title reign. Sammy is proving that he deserves a world title shot. Sammy is ready.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, look, I wouldn't be mad if they put the belt on Sammy. I just don't think it's time because Gunther just won it. But my thing is this, you can always come back to it. Like you do it now, and then you can still come back to it. Let's say a WrestleMania. Let's say a SummerSlam. Gunther's going to be champion for a bit, I feel. And he's not going to roll over all the competitors. It's like you're going to have some guys that is going to want another shot at him. So, and I hope so. All right, guys.
Well, the rematch between Randy and Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Bash Berlin.
Yeah, that was a great match. That really was a great match.
The powerbomb Gunther gave Randy.
Just the chop across the neck made me wince. I mean, when you saw Randy, it's like,
look, back chops are one thing.
Yeah.
You chop me in the back of the neck, I'm kicking you in the dick. I'm just saying.
And that's
you chop me across the back, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. But
I've learned my lesson about back chops like this, Jerry.
So, folks, if you ever
gave me at least 25 back chops.
Oh,
who did?
Scott Mason. I know he's going to tune me up for that.
Well, all I got to say is, man, just seeing Randy's face and how everything, tightened up when he did that, it's like, damn. He knew it was coming, but still. But, all right. True love still remains, folks. That's right. The most beautiful love couple in the world, the best love story in all the line. That's right. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, those two lovebirds. It makes my heart a flutter. Anyway, because that means
Eddie Guerrero 2.0.
Hold on. Look. The reason why I say that, because I'm like Jay Uso. I heard mommy's single and ready to mingle, and I got to take her to Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still want WWE to follow the cameras when they go to Waffle House. I need to know the order. So, but now,
April.
Mr. Ron in his cognito. We see you, brother. What's up? Yeah, Ron likes to do that to us. All right. So, look, match with Dragon Lee was okay. It just got really hilarious when gang rules came into play. It's like, no, nothing's going to happen here. But I got to ask, why does the referees have to look so stupid? They are ushering 8 men away. Has his back towards Liv. Nothing's going to happen.
Because we're trained to do that.
And sure enough, Liv does the chop block.
You got to share that.
All right, well, and then I'm glad you called it before I did. Yeah, so that was in itself, Dom winning the match. I didn't have a problem with it. The thing I liked, though, was the promos beforehand, though. Braun Breaker's becoming an MJF now.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, he goes up to Braun Strowman and just goes, looks like you're hurt there, buddy. I'm like going, and I had to look up because I'm going, was that MJF that said that? No, that's Braun. Because I swear to God, he sounded like MJF. I really thought, I was like, God, I swear
Every
to God.
time I hear Braun speak, I'll be thinking the same thing. I'm like,
okay, it's not just me. Yeah, well, especially he's like, and then the next one when he's like, your name is it? And Pete goes, no. He goes, Pete. And the way he said it, I'm like, okay, I must be taking something because he did it again. But And no one has ever mentioned that. But and then Sheamus tried to murder Pete Dunne.
That's a Laylee.
Well,
I mean, first of all, I got to go here. Sheamus, where do you get your skinny ties at? Because you've got a pimp collection of skinny ties. I need to know. Bro, I mean,
I'm wondering that.
yeah, I mean, dude, it's like real cool looking too. It's like anybody else wear it probably looks like a dork. Sheamus wears it. It's like, yeah, you know what? You got this. You got this. All right. Now, look, I didn't talk much about the women's tag match. Not because I wanted to talk about this match, because this was the Pure Garbage Collective, or the who wants to shoot shots at the garbage can. But anyway, Zelina Vega, Lyra Valkyria, and I was actually excited because this was in Canada, Calgary. I was like, oh man, Natalia's going to get a good pop.
No, the Bill's face told the whole story.
I was like going, man, Natalia's going to get a good pop, because she's in Canada. So I got my earbuds in and listening. And I hear her music, and I'm going, do the fans know that's Natalya? It was kind of the most coldest pops I ever heard. I felt so bad. I'm like, come on.
They got all cheered out for the other Hart.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, we saw Brett. We don't need to see you. You're not Brett.
If they would have chanted that, oh my God, I've been like,
I would have died.
I would have felt so bad for Natty if they.
I would have just walked out of the ring. I would have just done deuces. I'm out.
I'm like, yeah, you're gonna win, man. Not like that.
By the way, gotta give it up. I love the final scenes of this match, which was Natty doing the sharpshooter, Vega doing the Boston Crab. Now they said Rick Martel inspired. That was a Walls of Jericho. And then another one was the single leg Boston Crab.
Yeah.
And we all know that was Lance Storm. Yeah. And that was Lance Storm. So I got to go here. Awesome way of booking. Because I love how Bleacher Report says a certain Canadian performer. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, guys. Now.
A certain Bleacher Report writer has no.
Exactly. All right. Drew McIntyre. Now, first of all, why do I like Joe Tessitore? For this one reason. When Drew attacked CM Punk, you heard Joe say the following: "That's Drew in a hoodie." And I went, oh my God. And an announcer actually identified the wrestler in the disguise. I mean, and by the way he had that hoodie, he looked like he had no face. I got to go here. That was pretty damn cool, Drew.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I mean, the way he had it, and it's like, I was like, good for you, Jerry. Take notes. And then it's like
that.
Yeah.
Gary's waiting on that check. Like
I've done that in Winder. Actually.
Yeah, you have. Hold on. And what's funny? Now you're going to see Jerry go, "Hey, Drew, where's my kickback? Where's my permission slip?"
I was fucking hid in a dark corner for the half the show until I attacked my former tag partner.
But all right, now we're going back a couple of weeks because we want to talk about this segment so Drew is just going crazy on Punk. Claymore the man out of his own shoes. Man, you know you messed up when you Claymore somebody out of their own Nikes. What's wrong with that? But, Wade Barrett doing like the dad thing, trying to stop him and and he just shoves him and he like still does it. And it's like he's just going down. But the best part, not waking up with Folgers in your cup. The best part of this is he took the bracelet and he destroyed the bracelet. A bracelet that WWE was trying to sell for $9.99 with AJ and Larry. What is wrong with you, WWE?
Marketing.
No. Hold on. Not everybody has an AJ and Larry in their life. I don't.
Maybe they just a collection. I don't know.
I think for Justin and Punk, they are trying to pilferage and sell off. Thankfully, someone has some plans and said, "Hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. Let's not do this." Kind of like a street trash name. let's not talk about it and say it happened. But yeah, it was a great beatdown. The bracelet getting beat up, put in his mouth, and Claymore. My favorite part is when they're putting him in this ambulance. Adam Pearce, I swear, you deserve an Academy Award. Talk to me, punk. Talk to me. Ah!
I swear.
Drew starts clawing at the man's face. It's like beating even more. And they get him out. And Pierce looks straight at the camera and Punk, talk to me, Punk. Talk to me. I'm just like, what's he going to tell you? Hey, make sure I go over.
Is it good?
Was it good?
Drew has a legitimate gripe.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's what's beautiful about this.
He won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania in front of a live audience. He had the title. All he had to do was just leave and walk out. But no. He decided to antagonize Punk.
That's Drew's fault.
And then yet he wins Money in the Bank.
And it's not like
squandered.
It's not like
Drew. That's what.
Exactly.
Yes.
Here's the thing. This man got screwed over by CM Punk. Look, I think I said this on the show. In 3 different countries.
Yes.
Not 3 different cities.
Yes.
My guy racking up frequent flyer miles just to screw you over. Like that
man flown on a plane and was like,
he's like, oh yes, I'll have the Salisbury
what you doing
steak.
tonight? Oh, I'm screwing over Drew McIntyre for the third time in a different
Oh,
country.
by the way, the Salisbury steak, delicious.
Punk just working on his nails.
Yeah.
We will be late.
You gotta admit, CM Punk's in some fantastic shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He looks great.
He does. And I was happy to see him in the strap match look good. I really was. And by the way, another thing that, and if you guys want to talk about, please do. Wade Barrett. I don't know what they're doing, and I hope they don't try to push Wade Barrett to wrestle again, unless he's 100%
Unless
clear.
Wade wants to.
Yeah, but man, Wade Barrett's just the way he looked at everything. I loved when he just took the headphone, and of course Pierce stopped it, but it was like, oh no, I want to know what's up now. What do y'all think?
I wouldn't be mad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I seen it on Wade Barrett, a post from Wade Barrett. I think he said he was good and everything. He wants to do it on his terms to come back to the ring. Let him come back to the ring on his terms.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it's just like Corey. Corey's clear too, but Corey doesn't want to.
Well,
Now, what about Nigel McGuinness from AEW?
Now, see, that was beautiful.
Oh,
that was awesome. And no one had a clue that was coming.
Nope.
I mean, I thought that was like, and I will tell you, I don't care what Starboy wants to give it, aka Meltzer.
Fuck
But
Dave Meltzer.
yeah, no, his Starboy. Yeah, because that's all he does. But I would have said that was the best match of the night. That was not Stardust, Starboy.
Oh,
He doesn't deserve the dust.
I was thinking Starboy by the Weekend. I don't know what Jerry was doing.
Wrong star, my bad.
Jerry's getting ready for his new gimmick. He's going to debut at the show.
Negative.
He's going to be Star Nams.
Negative.
We don't want your stars.
All right.
Karaoke night.
Hey, Melton, you a Starboy. Oh man.
All right.
Weekend?
So,
I smell a Grammy Weekend. I'm just saying.
oh yes. All right. So we get
I won't be there, but
yeah. So we get Judgment Day's Finn Balor versus and by the way, versus Rey Mysterio, aka Deadbeat Dad. But
I knew you were going to throw that in.
well, look, I mean, I'm not saying it, but Dom is, and I just think you kind of have to make this very clear. And I think Ray needs to support his son a little bit better than freaking Dragon. Look, he supports Dragon Lee, and he's nothing but a loser. At least Dom's winning.
If Dominic Mysterio was my kid, I'd have
Dominic's got so much heat.
at WrestleMania, except had a bigger strap like the one they had to see up on the McIntyre match. The same way, right across
Beat that boy's ass.
I can look.
Speaking of which, what about someone who's currently injured right now with an ACL and MCL, aka Luka Daniels, starring in WrestleMania?
Damn.
Fuck Luka Daniels.
I'm sorry, I had to throw him out there.
Your thoughts. Got it. Just one take. That's all we
Chick.
No.
But I want to
He's
say,
all right, I guess.
I guess.
I mean, he did try to kill himself in a ladder match, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, well, look, when you do that, there's only there's only two ways it goes. Either you live or maybe not.
I mean, he's the guy that tried to jump from outside the ring to inside of the ring, or whichever.
What? Okay. I'm going to be asking about that one later. So look, Finn Balor. All right, so Finn Balor versus Ray. This time, the crack staff at Raw GM headquarters was like, "Hey, both y'all's groups stay in the back. We don't want no shenanigans." That's right. I'm laying the law. All right, Pierce. This match only went 8 minutes because Finn Balor said, "I don't care about winning," and he decided to do a single leg Boston Crab to Ray in the ropes. So I guess the only thing
surgically repaired knee that's been surgically repaired like a dozen times.
Man, Ray has been fixed up, been repaired so many times. It's almost
bionic now.
Yeah, it's almost like he's not even human anymore. So you just kind of got to. Yeah, he just looks and goes, "Yeah, I can program an injury. Yeah, no problem." So I love the drop kick to the turnbuckle. That was pretty cool. On the outside of the ring, that was pretty cool how he hit that.
That John Woo drop kick.
Yeah. If you guys want to comment on that, or we'll go straight to the Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match.
I didn't see much after, so.
Okay. Of course not. God.
Look, motherfucker, I had to get up early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to get up. You do a wrestling review show. That means you review everything.
Don't worry, Jerry. I got a guy. Don't worry.
And I got Wednesday. Hold on. I even put the show on Wednesday.
Hang on, I'm talking to somebody important. Hang on. He's been harassing my coworker. I mean, get this.
Darius, you're next.
He went from Sami Zayn, and then he went. Yeah, I know. Yeah, stereotyping. Don't go with me, but listen, that's a whole portfolio. All right, I gotta go. I gotta do some talking. All right, yeah.
We're not talking to old Darius. Stop talking to Mr. Jones. I couldn't remember the rest of the guy's name from New Day that got kicked out.
Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey, yeah. He's on an Odyssey now.
He found an Odyssey out of WWE.
Yeah. Man, poor. Yeah.
That's what happens when you get arrested.
Yep. All right. So look, this match was crazy. 4-way Jay, Ilya, and I swear to God, every time Ilya talks, I swear to God, he's pleasuring himself. I'm sorry, but this man really enjoys wrestling way too much. He's like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, calm down, dude. It's fine. Don't be so intense.
Step away from the camera.
All right, and then, well, don't worry, I'll wear pants. And then Braun Breaker or Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, Mr. I am living with kinesis tape all over my body. Hold on, but let me throw the first pitch out to the baseball game. Really? You had to show that.
Yes.
Oh, well. Why not?
Why not?
I mean, I died laughing when I saw that. But look, this match was good, but it got great when freaking Braun does the choo-choo train, and he runs over everybody. Lightly taps Jay. I was surprised by that, a.k.a. we know what that meant. Hunter told him, "Don't hurt Jay. Rikishi's watching." And he's in the parking lot.
I did it for The Rock.
Yeah, I did it for my son. I did it.
Rikishi, why are you wearing shades in the park? I did it.
God dang it. Daddy, I told you no.
We got to go to Waffle House. Did they have one here in Canada? I don't know.
And then, but the best part though, he runs over everybody, and for some reason, almost almost as if he just knew something was going to happen to himself. Clears the announce table and does his roar again. And look, a flying Bronson Reed out of nowhere.
I didn't even see him until
I was stunned because the barricade was put together so quickly and never realized it. But yeah,
bitch.
The guy, he's 300 and what pounds? I mean, he's a big boy. And he just flew and landed on Joe. Call on that was great. I loved it. Because he just flew nowhere. But and then it was Ilya J, and we know what that meant. Or Pete even, I think, took the fall. But what did y'all think about the Fatal 4-Way? And are we going to see Braun versus Jay with at Blood? Or
I think it will be at Bad Blood. I really do. Because it's in Atlanta.
Yep.
It's Braun's home state.
I didn't think about that. I really didn't. Okay.
So what better way to get him over than in Atlanta?
All right. What say you, Ladarius?
No, I subscribe to the same logic. It makes sense. Braun from there, kind of a hometown. What better, you couldn't write it any better, given everything just kind of, and then you're facing a guy like Jey, so that makes it even better. You're in front of your family and friends, and then you're fighting one of, I argue, probably the face of Raw, who's been the face of Raw.
Well, yeah.
So,
like I said, with the Sammy thing with him, it's just building his character more and more.
Yeah.
And more.
So and so all of this, it just adds up to just them. It just adds more to his story, adds more to the character, and it just goes to show you, hey, listen, just how invested they're in Braun Breaker. If you already didn't know, given that he's the IC champ. So
yeah. Well, all right, PJ, what do you think, brother?
I mean, yeah, Jay won a number one contendership, but think Jay might not. Jay is a 10-time tag team champion. I think he's well and deserved a singles title run.
Oh yeah.
He's lost the world title shot and a continental shot and the United States title shot. He is 0-3 in single title. Hence, because of the bloodline. But he needs this. It's a do or die situation. Not literal do or die, but it's a must win. Because like his dad says, what y'all gonna do? Keep giving him the L's and not have him win a singles championship?
I think they're just trying to keep him busy until
keep him back. Yeah.
Until they make the move for him back over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He is over with the crowd.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm actually going to kind of split the difference on this one because it would not surprise me if we get Jey Uso winning this match against Braun. It wouldn't surprise me. Because Triple H does 5 matches with the past few big events, I don't know if he's going to maybe stretch it out some. But if he could put this match on this card, I think Braun wins. But if it's on a Monday Night Raw, I wouldn't be surprised. Here's the thing. I would like to see Jey win myself. I want to see him with the belt. All right. I think he deserves a shot. But now here's the question. If he's going to be involved in the Bloodline story, we need the Bloodline to start messing people up. Yeah. Now, we just got it on NXT where they beat up the Street Profits and Nathan Frazier and Axiom. By the way, Nathan Frazier and Axiom are a really good tag team. I really enjoy watching them.
Or Fraxium, as they like to call it.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty good, though, man. I enjoyed what they do.
No, that damn clothesline Tonga Lord gave Axiom. Jesus.
He took out a lot of frustrations. He wanted to make sure he didn't botch that one.
Yeah.
How about low blow? No, just the clothesline.
No. I'll give you a clothesline. I can give you a clothesline. I mean, I bet
What
you
is
he.
Tonga on?
I don't want to know. I don't think that's a. Yeah,
I mean,
we
when
need
I
to
met
ask.
him, he wasn't on anything. He was like that. So
We need to maybe find out if there's a relationship between him and Tony Khan.
Jerry. That was sugar. That wasn't what you thought it was.
Him and Tony Khan might have the same dealer. That's all I'm going to say.
What's your
Anyway, Jacob Fatu. Woo.
And that's what I was going to say. If you're going to do something with Jay, or you're really going to start hammering the bloodline story, this is the time to do it. You've got to. If he's going to get involved, you have to interfere in the Intercontinental title match. Cost him something that he wants. Hey, Shauna. And go from there. And
she waved.
yeah. And it's all good. I know. But
Well, she tries.
That's
not
where-
to bother me when I'm doing this.
oh, I hear you. It's all good. She's okay. She can bother you anytime. It's she's allowed. But yeah, honestly, I wanted to see Jey Uso win the Intercontinental title, but again, I'm also wanting to see how we're gonna have this bloodline stuff kick in, because War Games is not that far down the road, and
Yeah, you got a point there.
and not just that, but as Joe Tessitore said, it's in Vancouver, just down the road from Calgary, 600 miles away. But, I mean,
He should have never mentioned that. He should have never said that.
it's just funny because I don't think really a lot of people realize how far they are.
Yeah, it's like if he knew down the. I'm getting paid for it, so screw it. I'll just say.
Yeah, exactly. If you're, he's doing his job, so he just needs to say what he says.
Listen, Canadian geography is either you know or you don't know.
He
Wait a minute.
kind of stuck his foot in his ass on that one.
The
Yeah,
last
he did.
show that was in
Right down
Canada, I
the
think it was
road.
Money in the Bank, I think.
Yeah, Toronto.
How did they get Jey Uso in Toronto, Canada? That's my question.
I think Drew McIntyre asked the same question. All right. So again, before we leave, I want to go, PJ. I want to thank you for coming on. I'm going to let you plug the show again, and then plug what you have going on, and how people can find you.
Okay, so Battle for Barrow is basically it's going to be a winder and everything. My hometown, and people can find me on Instagram at JThrasher22, or they can find me on Facebook at PJ Thrasher, my government name. But yeah,
we're gonna get that over.
It's literally, we're promoting it like hotcakes. It's getting promoted left and right by the Appalachian football team. All my old high school friends are seeing this and everything. I want the show to literally be rocking.
Oh yeah. And that's why Monday, I'm gonna also invite you for Monday. We're gonna have, I want everybody that's a part of the show, or at least the people that are heading it up, to come on to my channel. We're gonna do a show where we're just talking about this. We're gonna have the flyer up, and we're gonna, basically promote the heck out of Battle for Barrow, September 22nd. So you're definitely invited to be a part of it. Okay, it's gonna be on Monday. I think we'll talk to the group chat, see what time is good, and we'll just start it at whatever time everyone's cool with.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I will say. Also, so Ladarius, go ahead and plug your stuff and tell us how to find you.
You can follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Ladarius_Brown. On Instagram is Ladarius_Brown. Follow my writing beyond women's sports. NFL season, I do the show with some guy named C-Dub. You may have heard of him. Me, just met him the other day. But and I also do NFL previews for games. I have the preview for the Thursday night football game between the Bills and the Dolphins up, and so I'll be doing that throughout the season, previewing some important NFL games.
Oh yeah, and I can't wait for that game. That's going to be great. All right, Jerry, you're next. Go for it.
So again, touch on the show coming up, Battle of Barrow. Everything we raise goes to the families, the school, all proceeds we make, and nothing as performers for this. Outside of that, I've got Commerce the day before and here in Buford for that Friday. As far as socials, you can find me at Viking Gaming on Facebook, at Viking Gaming 91 on Twitch, LW _ Jerry Nelms on X. I believe it's Viking Gaming 91 on Instagram as well.
I think so. I think it is.
I can't remember. And I believe it's Viking Gaming 91 on TikTok as well.
Yeah. All right. And Jerry, if you have to go ahead and go, you go ahead, brother. It's all good.
All
right?
You're good. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, guys. I'm C Double, channel C Double 28, AWTN. C Double AWTN. I need to upgrade that, man. It's one of those. And then and then we'll go from there. Remember, Monday we'll do the special Battle for Barrow podcast where we actually are going to talk more about the show, and also what else is going to be there. We've actually got quite a few sponsors that are going to be doing some wonderful stuff there. I want to thank Ladarius. I want to thank Jerry. I want to thank PJ, even Jamie Noble for coming by, or Jamie Holmes. Call him Jamie Noble, but anyway. But yeah, so guys, thank y'all so much. And yeah, remember, look, before I leave, I want to just say this as like a closing thought. Just appreciate your family. When stuff happens and it happens in your community, it affects everybody. So, appreciate your family, appreciate your kids, appreciate everyone you come contact with. Don't give them the cold shoulder, and just appreciate, what's going on. We live in a crazy world, and we don't know what the heck's going to happen day in, day out. So, that's just my thought. And check us out Monday. We're going to be talking about the Battle for Barrow. Tuesday, we will be doing the football review show, where hopefully the Falcons will give us a victory on Monday Night Football. Hopefully. But if I see Kirk Cousins in shotgun or a pistol, I'm not going to say I'm going to grab a pistol because I ain't got one, but still, it's just going to be ridiculous. But anyway, but thank God we'll also be watching Raw. And then Wednesday, you can find us at the Wrestling Show Review, and we'll be talking WWE as well as also hopefully having someone else as well for the Battle Barrow to also be talking with us. So, all right, for Ladarius, for C-Dub, for the Lone Wolf Jerry, and for Chaos, I'm C-Double. We're out.